In this video, we will explore an important task in PTE Core speaking. Yes, describe an image. So before we start, I want you to imagine something. You are in the PTE Core exam. You click next. Boom, an image appears. No subtitles, no second chance, just you and 40 seconds. Now listen carefully. So describe image is not about speaking fast. It's not about showing vocabulary. And it's definitely not about describing every single detail. It's about thinking clearly and speaking calmly. So today, I'm not going to teach you what to say. I'm teaching you how to think while speaking because that's what high scorers actually do. Here is the mistake most candidates make. They see an image and think, oh my god, I must explain everything. No, that's exactly how fluency breaks. Instead, your brain should say, what is this image mainly about? What stands out immediately? How can I guide the listener from start to end smoothly? If your listener can visualize the image from your words, you're already scoring well. Got it? So let's look at an example here. The first one is about the pie chart. So in this pie chart, if you notice, here you don't read numbers one by one. You can quickly notice that one slice is clearly the biggest, one slice is clearly the smallest, the rest are somewhere in between, right? So that's enough content for 40 seconds. I'll tell you how. So this particular pie chart represents how different food groups are distributed in a balanced diet. So immediately your brain should think, ah, this is about proportions and balance, not math. Got it? Now, let me give my response here. This pie chart illustrates the distribution of various food groups in a balanced diet. Overall, the chart is divided into five main categories, each representing a different type of food and its proportion in daily consumption. The largest segment of the chart is fruits and vegetables, accounting for approximately 24%. This highlights their importance in providing essential vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber for maintaining good health. And the next significant portion represents that are high in fat and sugar, which make up around 22%. Although these foods are commonly consumed, the chart suggests that they should be eaten in moderation. Milk and dairy products, if you see here, they contribute about 21%, indicating their role in supplying calcium and protein for strong bones and overall nutrition. Starchy foods such as bread, rice, potatoes, and pasta account for roughly 19% and serve as a major source of energy. In contrast, meat, fish, eggs, beans, and other non dairy protein sources from the smallest segment at approximately 13%, yet they remain essential for muscle development and body repair. Overall, the pie chart emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balanced diet by prioritizing fruits and vegetables while carefully managing the intake of foods high in fat and sugar. Did you notice something very important here? I did not rush. I did not sound robotic. I did not panic about percentages. Instead, I grouped the ideas. I used calm transitions and I have explained meaning, not just data, right? So that's exactly what PDE Core rewards. Remember that. Now let's move on to our next image. So these are map image, okay? It's a neighborhood layout. Remember, maps scare students because they try to describe them like a GPS, right? Stop that. A map in PD Core is simply a story of a place. Your job is to answer one silent question. If I lived here, what kind of place would this be? Simple. So when you look at this map, you immediately notice a school in the center, the roads connecting everything, houses, park, lake, and a market. So this already tells you this is a well planned community. That's all you need, right? Now, let me give my response for this. This image presents a detailed map of neighborhood with various landmarks connected by a network of roads. At the center of the map, there is a school, which appears to be the main focal point of the area and suggests that education plays an important role in this community. To the north of the school, there is a market and an industrial building, along with several green spaces indicating a mix of commercial and open areas. On the western side, the map shows a scenic lake surrounded by mountains, a beach, and a small boat, suggesting a recreational or tourist friendly zone. Meanwhile, on the eastern side, there is a park equipped with playground facilities such as swings, slides, making it an ideal space for children and families. Residential houses are distributed throughout the neighborhood, showing that this is a well populated and active living area. Overall, the map illustrates a well organized neighborhood that successfully combines educational, residential, recreational, and commercial spaces, offering a balanced and convenient lifestyle for its residents. That's all. So, let me tell you why this works perfectly in PTE Core. Because this response has a clear direction language, right? And it showed a logical movement across the map. Okay. And if you have seen, a strong overall summary was also given. Even if you miss one small detail, your score stays safe. Remember that. So never get scared about it. And always remember this one golden rule. In describe image, clarity beats complexity. If your speech is smooth, structured, confident, then you are already ahead of 80% of the test takers. Okay? Let me tell you some of the important things to avoid when it comes to describe an image task in PDF or speaking. Kindly make a note of it. Okay? Because describe an image task looks simple. But this is where many candidates silently lose marks, not because they don't understand the image, but because how they respond to it. Okay, so one of the biggest mistake is overreacting when the image looks complicated, like a busy graph, a process diagram, or a multi-line chart. Remember this, you are not expected to describe everything. If you panic, then your fluency drops, your pronunciation becomes unclear, and your response sounds rushed or broken. So instead, calm yourself and remember any image can be described in a simple structure, right? Even partial but clear description scores better than confusion. And the second one is don't start speaking without a clear opening sentence because many candidates start like this. uh, this image shows, so this immediately affects your fluency, oral coherence, confidence. Okay, avoid filler heavy openings. Always begin with the confident templates like the image illustrates so and so, or the given image presents, or you can say like this image provides information about. Remember, a strong opening sets the rhythm for the entire response. And the third one is don't describe every single detail. This is actually a very common trap. Candidates, they think if I say more details, I'll get more marks. That's not true. Trying to describe every number, trying to describe every label, every color, every tiny element, that leads to running out of time, broken sentences, and sometimes it may lead to poor fluency also. So don't do that. Okay? And don't read numbers one by one like a robot. This is another serious fluency killer, is reading numbers like the value is 10, then 15, then 18, then 22. This sounds like mechanical, right? And very unnatural. Avoid listing numbers unless they are clearly important. Instead, you can use comparative language. You can use the general trends. For example, there is a gradual increase over time. Or you can say the highest value appears in so and so year. So this type of language shows control, not memorization. And don't stay silent or stop before 35 seconds because silence means you're going to lose marks. If you finish too early and stop speaking, then the fluency score drops, content score drops, oral coherence also drops. So never stop at 20 to 25 seconds. If you finish early, you can add a summary sentence. Okay, you can rephrase the main trend, give an overall observation. Got it? And don't use informal or casual language because this is not a conversation task. You have to avoid like this picture is about, or if you're saying like I can see stuff like, no, never do that. Don't use such language. So if you're using a casual language, then it means definitely it reduces your clarity and tone. Try to use neutral academic spoken English. Okay, you can say phrases like the image illustrates so and so. A significant trend can be observed and overall the data suggests. Got it? So you have to practice this skill daily, not by memorizing, but by thinking aloud. I'll tell you what is that. See the image, organize your thoughts, speak like a calm professional, and trust me, your score will follow. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more PDE code tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.